nothing here.
Oh no. Something is here, alright? And it's a Benevodaner. Oh
Watch my aim. Still work?
carry on from here.
we won, but...
Defeating them won't make them disappear. The Benevodons are part of nature, aspects of the elements.
What's this?
Huh?
Oh my. Do you suppose this light could be the Lumina Lantern? One of the elemental vessels?
How'd it turn up here of all places?
The legends say the hero sailed the world defeating Benevodons in each empire. This craft and its contents are most likely a relic from that era. The goddess bequeathed the vessels unto her champion in order to aid him on his mission to seal the monsters.
That makes it sound like the hero and goddess were on good terms back then, considering her gifts.
Something must have happened that turned him against the mana goddess.
Delophos used the dialect to seal away the Benevodon's original. His loss is our gain. If he wants to throw away his elemental vessels, then I say we call dibs on him. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Now what do we do? Even if we wanted to get Hina's core stone back, we don't know where Delophos went.
If he's going around waking up sleeping Benevodons, maybe we can head him off. Ambush him?
The Benevodons seem to be sealed near the homelands of the Alms. There are 7 monsters left, so...
If you will permit a proposal. I know of someone stationed in the Lagrazzo Dark Archives who may be able to assist us. He is the most intelligent of all the students and scholars on the islet. His name is Aish, head curator of Lagrazzo.
The Dark Archives sound promising. We might even be in time to meet up with the newly appointed Alm of Darkness.
Thanks, Palomina. Lagrazzo is as good a place to start as any.
The Dark Archives are on the southern end of the Trinia continent, on Brazzo Islet.
Sounds like we gotta give Vuskov another call. The northern coast should be a good place to pick out a tune on the fairy flute. I almost forgot about the Alms of Light and Darkness. Have they finally been appointed?
Usually they would have made it to the capital by this point in the pilgrimage, but...
Nothing about this journey has been following the norms. It's troubling.
Well, the people at Lagrazzo will probably know something.
Good job, me. I'm getting stronger day by day. Good job, me. I'm getting stronger day by day. Good job, me. I'm getting stronger day by day.
Let's use the Meridian to travel. Lagrazzo has the Dark Archives, which means there are lots of books there, right?
More than I have ever witnessed around the world. They say all knowledge is housed in its halls.
I hope we find more information about all this. And about core stones. It's so gloomy here. Feels like we're gonna get jumped by a ghost or something.
Could you not, Val?
It is not as grim as all that, I assure you. Brazzo Islet is known for its rolling fog. Not to worry, we will get acclimated to it accordingly.
Is that a menacing shadow I see in the mists?
Julay, please.
Creepy spooks and frightened mooks.
Is that necessary?
The name does this place justice. It sure is dark. Where should we look for Aish? I guess in town is as good a place to start as any.
What?
Oh, hello!
Hi.
This is kind of exciting. Nice! Yes! Taking this? Got some syrup. Grizzly! Yes! Let me see. This might be useful. Yes! Grizzly! Yes! Grizzly! Taking this. Got some syrup. Taking this. Yes. Let's rest up. Yes. Grizzly. Taking this. Yes. Got some syrup. Taking this. Let me see. Nice. Let me see. Nice. Taking this. Grizzly! Yes! Let me see. Is this? Got some syrup. This is kind of exciting. Nice! Yes! Let me see. Nice! Yes! Taking this.
Welcome! All these goods are the cream of. Take a look at this new form your purchase. Take a look at my this new form your purchase. Take a look this new form your purchase. Take a look this new form your purchase. Take a look this new form your purchase. Come back again sometime. Welcome! Peruse at your leisure. I see you have a good eye. Happy doing business with you. seen you. Happy doing business with you. I seen you. Happy doing business with you. I seen you. Happy doing business with you. Come back anytime. Babu, badu, da baba do bum. Dub, opada. 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 Dada, Guda.
Let's use the meridian to travel.
Hey,
That was a great new experience. Where to next?
Pamail, welcome back to the archives.
Who are you?
Please, remain calm. I am pleased to see you in good spirits, as always, Master Aish.
Quite. After the appointment of the new Alm of Water, we received word from Niccolo that the party had to set off without the rest of the alms. As you may have surmised, the Alm of Darkness has not yet been named. I believe you all made the correct decision. That is, if I am indeed addressing the Alms and Soul Guard, I am Aish, head curator of these archives. I am honored to make your acquaintances. If it were not for the presence of your companion here, I might have remained in the stacks and missed your arrival completely.
Did you call her Pamela earlier? What is that, a nickname?
Oh, I assumed her fellow alms would be familiar with her alias. Palomina prefers to go by Pamale when visiting Legrazzo incognito.
Oh, you mean when you wear that outfit that fools no one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Nonsense. Your disguise fooled the majority of the scholars who live here. They were indubitably convinced of your humble origins.
You are too kind, but the affirmation is appreciated.
Well, if you two are friends, that makes this quicker. Can you help us find a way to deal with Delphos?
Delphos? Interesting. I did not expect to hear the name of such an ancient hero spoken under these circumstances. Tell me more. An unsettling predicament you find yourselves in, to be sure. Much as I would love to analyze your encounter in detail, I do not think we are afforded the luxury of time. We must now turn our attentions toward a way to successfully oppose Delphos.
Great! Less small talk and more problem solving.
Forgive my directness, but are you perchance a sproutling? Your garb and stature seem to suggest so.
Could be. Who's asking?
This is the first time I've observed a sproutling up close. Our resources on the subject are limited. Might I convince you to submit a few tissue samples for further study?
I'm kind of busy with this whole Delphos problem. Maybe later?
I will take you up on that.
Whoa there, buddy.
Circling back to our previous discussion, I believe your best chance against Delphos would be to set a trap meant to inflict harm and sap his power. Unfortunately, the creation of such things has long since been deemed dangerous, and knowledge thereof banned from general consumption.
Makes sense to outlaw things that hurt people.
You will find that it has taken quite some time for humanity to reach that same conclusion, I fear. Arvid's War comes to mind, the single longest and deadliest conflict in our history. The seemingly endless fighting only ceased when the Benevodon presence made itself known. The combat records of the time we have on file state that the Benevodon's anger itself was incited by the wanton consumption of mana power by the people of the world.
Oh, I get it. The scholars wanted to keep people from causing another war, so they banned the study of their most dangerous techniques.
As you say. But I digress. So goes the tale of how the legendary hero traversed the world, sealing away the Benevodons in each of the lands, as we currently understand it. Even here in Legrazzo, we house a defeated Benevodon on the top tier of the Passagian Tome Spire, the Benevodon of Darkness, Zabelfar. After the monsters were sealed away, whispers of curses swept through the lands, warnings of prophetic disaster should the Benevodons awaken. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. As foretold, the Tome Spire now teems with fearsome enemies. The forbidden scripture you now seek rests in the middle of their nest, inaccessible to all who value their lives.
But what are we gonna do?
We must beat Delphos at his own game, of course. Fear not. I will see you to the Passagian Tome Spire myself.
Did Ace just say he was coming with us? Into a den of monsters?
Can't be. He must mean to see us to the entrance.
Ace is certainly interesting, but he does seem to want to help us get to the Tome Spire at least.
Yes.
Yes! This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
kinda exciting.
Is this?
We've restocked the stores of ink, but according to my notes, I am afraid that the structural support for the building must be replaced as well.
Already? How time flies. Since we replaced the posts on the same schedule as the alms pilgrimage, without the fairy's arrival to remind us this year, we must have completely forgotten.
That's how you're propping up this place? Given the state of the architecture in Lagrazzo, I shouldn't be surprised. It's a little crooked.
How quick you are to judge. Every minute detail of these halls has been measured thoroughly for structural integrity. As such, even the slightest bit of negligence in the upkeep will cause the complete collapse of the building.
Then what are you doing? Get a replacement now!
The apprentice scribe was meant to acquire a suitable reinforcement, I believe. You should ask him. More importantly, am I in the presence of this year's convoy of alms?
Yes, indeed. Though they are currently lacking an alm of fire, the rest of them represent the alms of wind, the moon, water, and wood.
Fascinating. An alm of the moon has not been designated for at least 16 years. We've sent several scribes to Aetern in the past to document the changes since its destruction.
I think those two got distracted.
What are we supposed to do about the building?
Honestly, I care more about Aisha's promise to show us to the Tome Spire.
We can't just let the building fall. I'll go ask the apprentice for starters.
We will accompany Aish, so as to attempt to extricate him from that animated exchange as soon as possible.
Hooray! We get to babysit the head curator of the Dark Archives.
Okay, if I were an apprentice scribe, where would I be? In the archives, I guess. Yes! This is kinda exciting. Nice! Taking this. Excuse me. I'm supposed to ask you about a structural support for the courtyard? Can you help?
Support? I don't know if we have any replacements stored away.
Hang on. Aren't you the one in charge of getting new ones?
I wasn't given any official requisition notice from management. Restocking these things takes time. I keep trying to tell them. Though, it is the scheduled maintenance period for the courtyard. The entire building could fall and crush the documents we have on file. There's a record of just such a tragedy in the past. A large number of tomes and the scholars in charge of them went missing after a freak accident. They were caught up in...
Oh no. I can't waste any more time. Forget about the history lesson. What can I do to help now?
Well, if you can find an object of equivalent length, I'm sure that will work. There has to be something here in the archives. Let's see here. The courtyard structure needs a post exactly 68.1 centimeters long. Thank you for taking the trouble to assist us. We hardly ever see such friendly visitors in Legrazzo.
Friendly, huh? You don't have a lot of helpful neighbors here?
A hazard of Legrazzo's locale. This gloomy place doesn't lend itself to cheerful company, I'm afraid. I suppose a soul guard from Tiania such as yourself may be predisposed to helping people. Is it one of the criteria from which they decide who to send with the alms? Or maybe...
Not another long-winded tangent. I don't have time. Hold that thought. Gotta take care of a few things. Right, so if I were a building support, where would I be? Guess it's back to the archives I go. Hey, mind if I take a look at your broom?
Oh ho! I see that you too are a connoisseur of sweeping implements. This broom here is over 400 years old, a favorite of one of the more famous alms of darkness.
Wow, how is something so old in such good condition?
Can't you guess? Not a single one of us scholars cares a whit for cleaning. Oh, we have not touched the broom for centuries.
So it's a decoration? Well, I'd love to get some use out of the thing, but it's too long.
A pity. It is a marvelous instrument.
Then maybe you should, tidy up?
A new face? Splendid! Me? Why, I'm Bon Voyage, legendary inventor and eccentric genius. And this is my fork of unusual size, a giant's fork.
A what?
A giant! Large, hulking humanoid monsters, you know? You do know, don't you?
From storybooks like the ones that Hina used to read, but not as guests at the dinner table. I didn't think they'd need forks.
This is proof of the existence of giants. Or it might be an oversized tribute to the goddess. Or a fluke manufacturing accident. Whatever it is, it has great historical value.
I didn't realize it was such an important fork. Too bad, since it's the length we're looking for to shore up the building.
Why didn't you say so? It's yours.
But I can't use something of great historical value as a support post.
Never sacrifice the now for the sake of the past. What matters is providing for the future. Wouldn't you agree?
When you put it that way. Okay, I'll try it. All right, now to take this back to Aish. Finally! This should be the perfect size. Now to take it back to Aish. If he's finished with his conversation, that is.
My word, sproutlings are like nothing I've ever seen before. There is so much we could learn, so much we could study.
You said you're of a very advanced age, correct? The regenerative plant-like properties in your genetic makeup might have something to do with it. Or perhaps...
Oh, you're back! Finally!
Sorry, it took a while to find something usable.
The diminutive nature of sproutlings might be an evolutionary means to conserve energy within a small frame, according to a treatise I read last year.
Val, you have the replacement, right? Tell me you found something.
It's not exactly what we wanted, but I found a giant's fork that could fit the bill.
Oh, yes, the support! I nearly forgot about it yet again.
Do you mind? We were chronicling our newest discoveries on the growth cycles of sproutlings.
Keeping your city from crumbling is more important.
I suppose we might as well replace the support post now before we become even more distracted. Let's see. A fine post, I must say. Make a note to replace this again exactly 1,460 days from now.
Val, in acknowledgement of your services to the archives, I would like to present you with the old support.
Thanks, but we don't need your leftover junk.
Goodness! I believe this item would be better identified as the elemental vessel, Shade Sight.
How fortunate. It appears that luck is on your side, Val.
They used an elemental vessel to prop up a structure?
We use the tools at our disposal to fix problems as they arise. But I digress. We are finished here, if I am not mistaken. Let us make our way to the Tome Spire, as promised.
I doubt that Aish and I will ever see eye to eye.
How do you manage to keep up with someone like Aish, Palomina?
We have been friends since our youth, and fellowship begets forgiveness. He has not changed.
So, you've known each other for a long time, then?
So, that's one more elemental vessel for us. Let's see what else Aish has to show us. Sounds like we all had a tough time with this little adventure. Better gear up and make sure I'm ready to take on the Passagean Tome Spire.
you have a good happy doing business with you. I seem you have a happy doing business with you. I seem you have a happy doing business with you. I seem you have a good happy doing business with you.